Ghislaine Maxwell is sent a body double to jail.
There's a video of Ghislaine Maxwell talking to the media, and then they basically superimpose the one that she did recently, and it's a totally different woman, dressed up like her, with the same glasses, but with a different nose. And then she's speaking too, and they plugged it into AI, and they were like, yeah, there's a 28% chance that this is the same woman, which meaning like there's a 70% chance that it is not her.
Do you think they clone people? Is that a thing? Because that's a big conspiracy. Like,
I didn't even think of that. That's a great idea. Wow. So they cloned her, and we're like, yeah, this is my body. Yeah, that's actually, I love that. So she's got a bunch of clones that she could just like basically, I don't really want to go out tonight. You go to this event, and then she could just hang out and like watch, I don't know, The Facts of Life or whatever she likes to watch. I love it. Hey, welcome to the Closed Door Behind You podcast. I'm Dr. Jud. We have Ryan Radusinovic. Of course, as always, we have our Lord and Savior, ChrisTos, to my left.
Hi.
How you doing, Ryan Radusinovic?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
We're super pumped. So how's your visit to New York going?
So far, so good. I haven't been here all that long, but yeah, I love the city.
Tell me about that. What this is a drink or this is a club?
This is a drink. Somebody got me this shirt, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta rep my Balkan shit while I'm on the pod. So
is it like Balkan vodka or what is it?
It's brandy. It's plum brandy. That's our like #1 export.
Is that like?
Yeah, but rakia is supposed to be like moonshine.
It is. It's like some homemade moonshine, but they distill it professionally and.
Is it like Metaxa?
What's Metaxa?
That's his.
Yeah, Metaxa is like it's an
like
Armagnac, kind of like a brandy-ish. Yeah.
Okay, it's something like Sipuro.
Sipuro is like moonshine.
This is something like that, depending on who's making it.
That's an antibiotic in the United States.
Oh yeah, definitely. You could rub it on your chest if you have a fever.
Cipro.
Cipro.
Yeah.
Cipro is
ciprofloxacin. It's very good.
Oh shit.
If you get like a urinary tract infection.
Oh.
First line of therapy.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for that.
Ciprofloxacin. There you go. This is going to be the medical portion of the Closed Door Behind You episode with Ryan Radusinovic.
Speaking of medical, when I met you, you had no mustache. So I invited you here with the intention that you would not have a mustache. And now we are all concerned.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I had a beard, and I was like, I got to clean myself up. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have like the razor I normally have at home, so I just left the stash.
I see. I
thought this might be cool.
It does look cool, but you're now reminding me of like everyone in my family that like still sports a mustache.
Does your wife have a mustache?
Not anymore. We lasered it off. Yeah.
She's a beautiful lady.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Now.
What, does everybody in Albania have a mustache? Is that like the style?
No, but like a lot of older Greek guys like do the mustache like him.
Gotcha.
Like exactly like that. You know, and it's like salt and peppery too. So I'm just having some trauma come back, but that's okay.
So what are you doing while you're here in town? I know that you have a Balkans comedy show that you do. Like, you have a circuit. You said you were going to a few cities. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're in town. First show Friday in Teaneck, and then again in Sunday in Teaneck at Zena Steakhouse. And then in between, I have a theater show in right next to where I'm staying, like in Meadowlands. It's an Armenian show, a fundraiser for the Armenian school out here in New Jersey. And yeah, I take Balkan Comedy Night around America. We've done like 30 cities so far in the U.S. and Canada, and the sky's the limit, man.
Do you do it all in English, or do you also break into other languages?
Oh, I break into other languages, and I encourage that with the comics because this is our one outlet where we get to kind of be ourselves and do the jokes and maybe do some punchlines in our own language.
Yeah.
So I encourage it, but it's mostly in English.
Cool. You're going to be on the show, right?
Yeah, tonight's show. And usually you guys sell out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the kind of surprise there with like, because, you know, most Balkan people hate the idea of laughter.
Right, right.
So how do you kind of convince them that this is something they should do?
That's been difficult, you know, because at first they just give you that stare. It's like performing in front of your parents. And I swear I bombed like the first 3 shows as the host. I just didn't give the best effort. And then I just figured out I cracked the code at some point when I started fucking with them and doing crowd work. That's what they liked, which is crazy because if you do crowd work in the Balkans, they will try to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
They hate crowd work in the Balkans, but in America, they like to get picked on. Who would have thought? They love this shit.
Is it
They're
because like
masochists.
they've just never had anybody do it in the Balkans because all of those comedians are currently like in prison or something like that, and so it's just relief?
That could be it. That could be it. Like, and everybody picks on you already in the Balkans.
Right.
You know, every single family member, cousin, friend, they're all going to give you shit. So I think maybe they miss that.
So what are like some stereotypical things that you pick on them for?
Oh, it's normally the wives are like way hotter than the husbands.
Right.
That's something you always see, and I'm always like, damn, who's sponsoring who here? What's
Yeah, that makes
is
sense.
this a mail order bride? What's going on? Like, but it's always that, and then it's all, of course, our people like to dress up.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
but they don't know necessarily how to dress up cool. They just, you know, it's the stereotypical chains out, the button-down shirt with some bedazzlement.
Love
They
it.
got the goofiest outfits, so I love to pick on their outfits.
Yeah.
And and
Sounds
what
great.
else? Yeah, so there's definitely some things that I bust their asses on, and we all have big heads. Balkan men have these fucking enormous heads. Like this head belongs on a 6'4" guy body. Like I feel bad for Balkan barbers. I feel like they have the hardest job in the Balkans.
Well, and also the barber has to go around the square shape of the head. too.
Yeah, it's like cutting a blockhead.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
know,
how do you cut
it's
a
even
blockhead?
harder with the angles.
It's not even barbering. It's fucking landscaping at this point.
So who's got like the best crowd? Who has the best Balkan crowds throughout all these cities you do across the states?
Ooh, that's tough, man. The best hospitality has been like Detroit.
Mm.
Detroit.
That's ironic.
The people, yeah, you wouldn't think so, but I guess they're so starved for some comedy, for some ethnic stuff that they just pull out all the stops for us. Detroit's been fucking amazing, man.
Wow.
The people, they take us out, they take us for fucking drinks, and the club owners have been super gracious and accommodating. And yeah, Detroit, I would say.
Have you
one of
been
the
to
best.
Detroit?
No, never.
I've never been
I
there
would
either.
like to go.
Yeah, I'll put you on the next one. When we
Thanks.
go back.
dude.
Yeah.
I'll
It's a short flight.
Is it?
Yeah, from here.
I could horse and buggy it maybe. So Detroit's your favorite. Which is the worst city? Which city will you never go back to?
Oh man, I can't say this.
Yes, you can. Fuck them.
No, I'll go back to this city, but the issue was everybody at the show was sober. It was a tough. I did Grand Rapids, Michigan, and it was in front of a sober Bosnian audience, at a sober venue at a coffee shop, and it would have been a better set and a better show had everybody been a little loose. But they were like, no alcohol, we can't sneak it in. Granted, the guy was really nice about it, but it was tough performing Balkan jokes for a sober room because I want to like talk a little about sex jokes. I want to talk about stuff that they're not comfortable with. And, you know, it's all Bosnians who are predominantly Muslim, sober. And it was just, I had to work a little bit harder for the laughs.
It's
But,
it's like a first date. You got to get them banged up.
yeah, I wanted
and
to
drunk.
get him wet a little bit before I slide it in. But there was it was real dry down there.
That's crazy that they couldn't sneak alcohol in,
I mean,
but they snuck box cutters on an airplane.
yeah, it kind of sucked. I
Where
mean,
was that?
That was Grand Rapids at a coffee place. Shout out Mahalo. They had wonderful coffee and
Mahalo.
No, not Mahalo like Hawaiian.
Oh,
Mahala.
Mahala. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. You know what that means?
No.
Anyway, just checking. So let's see. So how is San Francisco?
San Francisco's cool. I'll be there next week. We've got
Okay.
a huge show at this place called Neck of the Woods. It's like a concert hall, and that's been really good. You would think San Francisco would be tough, but nah, they've been awesome.
Where's like a nightmare place to do comedy that you're like, I'll never go back to that city?
Yeah.
Oh crap, that'd be just in general. You know, one of the tougher cities. I'm not gonna say it's a nightmare city. Is Las Vegas.
Ooh,
Because
yeah.
it's like a cruise ship kind of feel. Like when you
Yeah.
go do the clubs there, it's like people from all over, and they all have, and some of them are comps, some of them are just there for a show.
Right.
So Vegas is one of the weirder places to do comedy because the audiences are all over the place.
I was there last week. I did a show on the 3rd floor of an abandoned mall.
Oh shit, that was in Fremont.
Yes.
Okay,
You know what I'm talking about?
Notoriety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know
Cool.
that one. You know the
Yeah.
one where you show up and your girlfriend's in like stiletto heels and there's no escalator that works and no elevator that works? That one.
You're like, am I doing a show at a Denny's? What the fuck? And then you go to the third floor, like, oh, okay. Here it is.
Yeah, it was
But it felt
hilarious.
like a real comedy club inside. Or
Once you got inside,
Yeah, it's a comedy space.
but just getting there, it was kind of like, are we in the right
yeah.
place? And,
yeah.
you know, like my girlfriend's all, you know, dazzled up and stuff and has, like I said, like really nice heels. And her heels are like getting stuck in the escalator grooves, you know,
Oh,
as she's
shit.
walking up because the thing's not working. I'm just like, this is going to go really well.
I hope it
And
did.
it did well.
It was
did
great.
go
It was
well.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get up there, it's cool. It's worth it. I guess it made me appreciate it more because there was just a challenge, you know, to get up and into the club. So I appreciate it even more. I was grateful. I am super grateful for having that opportunity. Shouldn't put it in that.
All right,
type of
all
way.
right. We don't need to fucking. It's okay. You're fine. Relax.
Okay, Dad.
Relax. Relax. I'm grateful for that. But who's hearing you say that?
Yeah, I guess
Falling
you're
on
right.
deaf ears.
Yes. Like thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy.
all my new Vegas followers. So like when you're on the road, do you ever like obviously you're only doing gigs at night. Like what do you do when you go to these places and you have to stay there a few days? Do you have any hobbies or anything?
No, I edit in my time off, but like this last time I was in Detroit with Sasha Srbulj, and he's like, "Do you want to go to the Henry Ford Museum?" I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, dude!" So we went to the Ford Museum. We saw all the cars. They had all kinds of shit. They had cars. They had trains. They had a secret library with all his swastikas. And,
Oh, really?
Nazi memorabilia. Nah, but that would have been sick though. Oh, to love that. But no, they didn't let us in there. I don't know if it exists.
Sasha, the anti-conspiracy guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like the pro conspiracy.
Yeah,
guy,
we are
so-
too. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And,
Yeah.
I kind of.
Conspiracies are fun.
They are. They're fun. It's like fanfic for adults. For
And
like,
then
for
9
real
out of
life.
10 times it ends up being true.
That's so gratifying.
Yeah,
dude.
but the best is like the people who are conspiracy theorists are like adamantly, hey, you got to question everything, blah blah blah. But then the people who are like poo-pooing on the conspiracy are like, no one would lie to you about that. And
Yeah,
it's like, who
it's-
sounds crazier,
Right?
Yeah.
When the official story comes out, you're like, no, that's not it. And then years later, like, okay, it wasn't bat soup. It was fucking a bioweapon. I
Yeah.
was right.
Yeah. But then everyone's like, well, what are you gonna do?
Oh, the Gulf of Tonkin wasn't real. It was
Wasn't
actually
real.
a false flag. Yeah.
Yeah,
So then
I
when you
believe
you
that.
hear that stuff, then you doubt everything. But I think the pandemic made everybody a conspiracy theorist, and they had too much time to be like burrowing down through the tunnel of conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we have-
definitely. We had a lot of time to do our own research.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Oh, dude, I don't think I have a favorite, but I kind of subscribe to most of them.
I like the one about the
Agartha, that's my favorite one.
Agartha. What's Agartha?
Agartha's like that. There's an inner Earth where there's dinosaurs and shit and different
Sweet.
continents and that's apparently where the Nazis escaped to after World War II. They went to Argentina and then they found some like, I don't know, some kind of channel through the ice wall
No.
that supposedly exists, and then you go there and it's like Journey to the Center of the Earth, and then there's like a whole new planet within the planet. And
I don't see how that wouldn't be believable, right? Because Earth has multiple cores. You know?
yeah, if I don't know the physics of it, but it would be cool if it existed. Just maybe not the Nazis being there part, but
Oh, yeah.
everything else would be pretty rad if there was.
I like the one about the French president Macron's wife being a dude.
I think that one's fact, dude. Is that even
Yeah.
for question? Dude, have you
It's
seen
just
her hands?
great. I love like how mad and like like that is just an insane one.
Well, there's a deeper level is that he's actually his dad.
Come on.
Yeah, people
Wait.
are like,
That's the dad.
yeah. Can you pull that up, Dom? So Macron's husband allegedly,
Macron's wife.
yes,
Wife.
his wife now
Uh-huh.
was a husband, but
To somebody
actually
else?
his father.
Oh, like
Oh, word.
He was a husband to Macron's mother.
full blown Return of the Jedi trans version.
Yeah, like he came
Wow.
back as his wife. That's like the conspiracy that alleges like he's like a level deeper because there's something about like if you look at pictures of Macron's dad, he looks exactly like a female version, a male version of Macron's wife and stuff. Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's fun. I don't really the flat Earth thing though. That like I just can't get anywhere near that.
No, that one
No,
sucks. That
totally-
one.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, that
one.
one's dumb.
Yeah, that's total.
But-
Hollow Earth. That
Hollow
one's
Earth, maybe.
trippier.
I think the other one that Ghislaine Maxwell is sent a body double to
Oh,
jail.
I love that one. Have you seen that clip?
Ooh, No.
Oh, we
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
pull. Maybe you should have sent that to
yeah,
Dom.
I could send it to Dom.
Yeah, so there's a video of Ghislaine Maxwell talking to the media, and then they basically superimpose the one that she did recently, and it's a totally different woman, dressed up like her with the same glasses, but with a different nose. And then she's speaking too, and they plugged it into AI, and they were like, "Yeah, there's a 28% chance that this is the same woman," which meaning like
Whoa.
there's a 70% chance that it is not her.
Shit, do
How
you think they
genius would
clone-
that be?
Do you think they clone people? Is that a thing? Because that's a big conspiracy. Like,
I
there's
didn't
a
even think of that.
different-
That's a great idea.
They're
Wow.
just
So they
cloning-
cloned her, and we're like, yeah, this is my body. Yeah, that's actually, I
mean,
love that. So she's got a bunch of clones that she could just like basically be like, I don't really want to go out tonight. You go to this event. And then she could just hang out and like watch, I don't know, The Facts of Life or whatever she likes to
Right.
watch.
Yeah, but the
Wow.
clone would have the same name. I mean, same face, right? 'Cause
Well, I
that's
mean,
what-
you can't
know,
get it
AI
perfect.
Can't get it perfect.
It's kind of
right?
like, well, you know, when there's like twins, like the twins are super similar, but there's like a little
One-
something off. You're like,
yeah.
wait, are you Brian or are you Ryan? And then you're like, oh no, Ryan, he has like a little thing on his nose. So it's kind of like that. Like it could be like a body double, but like, you know, like there was a little bit of a glitch in the genomic coding. And so she looks a little different. But yeah, this lady is not Ghislaine, who's in prison. It's amazing.
Here,
And
I
then they're
got
saying the same
uh,
thing with Jeffrey Epstein. They're saying that maybe he wasn't even killed because there was another picture of a body. Well, that's Macron.
Yeah, it took me
and
a
that's
minute, but I found the
Macron's-
picture. You guys
Yeah,
were looking
Oh
for.
yeah.
my
Look
God.
at that.
Holy
That's
shit.
Macron's dad, and that's his wife.
That's crazy.
I don't know if I'm
Are you
buying
kidding
it.
me?
Well, the noses, dude, are totally different.
The noses are different. The
Are
lips
they
different.
Are they that different though?
Yeah, he's got like a little piglet nose, and she's got
Hor-
like a tiny.
Her-
then
Their
again,
noses look the same.
That
Are you
could be
kidding me?
plastic surgery,
That
though.
could- yeah.
He could have gotten plastic surgery to make
To look
his
like
nose
that.
Look, a little
Look
bit,
at
yeah.
the
Need a lip
lips, the
reduction.
pout.
But I concur. The eyes look the same.
Look at the eyebrows, right? This is hormone blockers.
The chin looks very similar.
Mm-hmm. Look at the way the
Interesting.
mouth is puckered.
Got to see the ears.
Oh yeah, maybe
gotta
the
see the
ears.
ears
That's
are a
another good
tell.
one.
I
But even
know.
look at the head shape, right?
Head shape, yeah, but that could just be kind of the standard French head shape.
No.
And I haven't done too much, you know.
Nah, the
research
French
on
were
their
a melting
craniums.
pot for a long
Right,
time.
right.
Okay. Yes. So Dom, I'm sending you the Ghislaine.
I want to see the nudes. That's the way to.
Yeah,
tell.
that would be a great. Yeah.
Right,
Are there nudes
I
out
don't
there on her?
There should be though. I mean,
I mean,
come on.
she probably had a rockin' body, right?
I
Like, he
guarantee
kept
she was
her around
smoking,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed like he kept a lot of above age beautiful women around as well as underage women.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, did you see that also at Hillary Clinton's daughter's wedding? She's there. Like,
Ghislaine's?
Ooh.
yeah,
course.
like in the procession, like when you proceed down and like people are standing, like clapping, like watching the bride come in. She's right there.
How about the picture with Mamdani and Epstein?
Oh, those I think were
Are those
confirmed to be
photoshopped?
like Photoshop.
Oh,
But his
shit.
mom did have a relationship with him.
Yeah, I mean, he was friends with everybody, though. I mean, just because you were friends with him doesn't mean you're a pedophile. I mean, he ran in all of the highest echelon circles. So if you were in that high echelon social group, you're probably going to run into him, which does not mean that you fuck kids. But it's just strange that, you know, some people were around him really a lot of time who are super high profile and probably may have seen some stuff that would be untoward, no?
But isn't it a valuable lesson, like, just to watch all these elites who have, like, these major lawyers and all these people, and they're still, like, coming out and denying. You know, even
That they
when
even
there's
knew him.
Yeah, that there are emails there that, you know, and then Bill Gates is like, oh, well, he just emailed himself, like, making it look like it was me. Like, that's the level that these people will deny. So, like, they're clearly getting coaching of deny in this
Right.
country. So if you admit fault, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, so it makes them look more guilty. And if they were just like, yeah, I've been to his island a bunch of times. Like, I had the most banging parties. Did
Yeah.
I see little kids getting fucked? No. I mean, I would show up on my yacht and we would go to the island and there was pretty hot chicks and stuff like that. We had a great time. And then we would leave. When I left, I don't know what the hell was gone. If they just were like honest.
Yeah,
then it
but
wouldn't
then
sound
that's
so weird.
like they're legally coached to be like, do not implicate yourself in any way. So that is an implication. So it's like deny, deny, deny. In this country, all that matters is like what you can get away with legally, not like public perception at that level.
I guess that island's so like, it's so controversial, and so you just seem guilty just by being there.
Yeah.
So
Like
there's
sure
guilt
you
by-
went to the island, but you didn't go into the bounce house.
Right,
You
right,
weren't,
right.
Right.
We'll do. Can we pull up the? I know you had it. Yeah. So here's
Whoa.
Ghislaine with
Is this
AI.
the video?
Yeah.
And your mischaracterization of it, I think it.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I invoke my Fifth Amendment
Ooh, that
right.
voice
I
sounds-
respectfully decline to answer this question and any related questions.
That's not a
Your
British voice.
mischaracterization of it, I think is there is nothing inappropriate or
That's a
incorrect
British
about
voice.
That
And your
sounds like her. She
mischaracterization-
sounds
mean,
like Catherine Zeta-Jones when
both-
she talks,
I
and this
invoke
chick
my
is
Fifth
like,
Amendment right. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I respectfully
That's
Yeah,
an
both-
Australian
this is-
doing a British
any
accent.
This is,
related
Look at the
Uh,
noses, though.
McGonagall from Harry Potter
Yeah.
versus Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Exactly. Ryan's blocking the
They're
nose,
both
but look at the
annoying.
nose. You got to see the nose. That's the biggest difference.
Yeah, the nose is definitely different. The voices are both annoying. Um,
But you
But
know
yeah,
they're
she's not
different
getting punched in the
voices.
face in jail.
but
so-
how? I mean, how? Like, wow, that's amazing. That if that were true, like that is some genius.
Why wouldn't you? Like, if you asked anyone, right? If you had enough money to pull a hit on someone, you would do it, right?
Yeah.
If it objectively made
Here's
your
a-
life
admit to
easier.
Here's a
talking
clear
about.
shot of the noses.
Yeah, look at the noses right
There,
there.
it'll come back in a second.
No, but I mean, how much do you think? How much would it cost
Oh,
to go to
different
jail
noses.
for Ghislaine Maxwell? What do
To
you
go
think?
to jail for
50 million? 10
people
million?
would do it
1
for
million?
$5 million.
Yeah,
People would
for
do it for
sure.
$5 million.
People would do it for less.
Yes, people would do it for $1 million
Yeah.
if they're fucking down bad and they got
I
a
don't
family
know.
they got to
This is
support.
like
I mean,
bury
they're not
you
gonna
underneath
make
the
that money in
jail
the
money.
streets.
Right.
Well, that's true, but this is like you're going away forever potentially. Like they
Oh,
literally
okay.
might you might disappear forever.
Yeah,
if
but
you're
they
these
don't
people.
like think about like would you sacrifice yourself to give like the best life for your family possible? There are so many people out there that would totally do
Yeah.
that, and there are so many people with enough money to enable that, like her,
It's true.
right?
Yeah.
And these people are calling hits on people. They're getting experts to go in there because they have the money. Perfect example. They would go to jail for $1 million. There are plenty of people that will assassinate someone for $1 million on behalf of you. And these people are like, oh, I have one obstacle that can literally be removed through murder, and I have the money to get someone to do that. Hello.
yeah.
They're fucking doing that shit all the time.
So what do you think about Epstein? You think Epstein actually died, or you think
He
that
is alive.
He's alive for sure.
He is alive.
He's teaching surfing lessons in Israel.
he's in
for sure.
Argentina?
Maybe in Argentina.
He's in the what is that thing you called? The dinosaur. He's with the
Oh,
dinosaur
he's in
people.
Agartha.
He's
for
in
sure.
Agartha.
No, they
He went through the hole.
they found a guy that looks just like him in Israel, in Tel Aviv.
Well,
Could
you
be
know,
his
if you
cousin or
look up
something, but
Jeffrey Epstein,
Billy
hair
Epstein.
surgeon, he looks pretty similar to him as well. There's a guy actually took his hair course, and his name was Jeffrey Epstein. He's actually like a really prominent hair surgeon in Miami, and he looks just like Jeffrey Epstein, and he's named Jeffrey Epstein.
That's
That's
didn't
rough.
even have to go that far. He just went to Miami.
Yeah,
Dude, and imagine he's like, I'm not changing my name. That was my name too.
yeah. You would think that he would like change at least the name of his practice.
Yeah, or at
Yeah.
least like spell Jeff like with a G.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be able to find him. You know, on like Google, if you put in Jeffrey Epstein hair, you're probably still going to get Jeffrey Epstein sitting in front of the pool at his island with his hair rather than the hair surgeon.
Right. At this point, it's like not changing his name is actually like a bad business decision.
Correct.
Yeah. Anyway, the other thing about Jeffrey Epstein is they apparently redacted all of the emails that he had sent around 9/11. The months around 9/11. So they built a chart that basically showed the volume of emails during the time frame that they have going all the way back from him.
Mm-hmm.
And like the month before 9/11 and like a couple months after 9/11 completely redacted.
Did you hear about he used to work for Bear Stearns, and apparently Bear Stearns I was listening to the podcast with Mike Benz in it, and he was saying that he actually was Bear Stearns would facilitate the Mujahideen in like Afghanistan against like this guy was doing stuff back in like the early 80s, like crazy. heavy CIA intel stuff
Yeah.
via the banks in New York City.
Yeah. Do you know what it's called? What's that thing called? Contingency plan or whatever?
Yeah.
There's also like an allegation that Jeffrey Epstein was involved with COVID-19, and part of his protection was like, if anything happens to me, if I don't access this thing every
Right.
30 days or whatever, I will release this virus.
Whoa.
Yeah, I heard
that's
something like that
huge.
as well. Like
Yeah.
he was being accused of things, and he was like, "Yeah, if you aren't going to let up, I'm going to release this virus or something like
He
that."
was very into like gain of function research, biomedical research. He was into plants. There was I was talking to Zach Amico, and there's like a plant thing that he would grow that was like basically rufalin.
Like
the
scalopamine or something.
that-
what
I
they
think
use
that
in
is it.
Colombia. The
Well, there's
hookers.
scopolamine and there's rufinol. You mean rufinol, the
No,
date rape
there's
drug?
a plant. I think it's called like the silver trumpet or the angel's trumpet. It's a type
Okay.
of plant.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Dom, you could look it up, but that whole thing was something he was growing in his home.
He was
that he
doing
was
some weird
interested in.
stuff where he was like hosting conferences with high-level scientists.
Hmm.
So I guess maybe that's the conspiracy, is that perhaps he was trying to derive some type of a weapon.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, yeah. I mean, so the two things that I would probably look up, and we could do like the sponsor thing while we're waiting for that.
Okay.
We should definitely look at the plant that he apparently had and like any connection to that. And then we could also look at the timeline of like COVID-19 and when he was like captured and dead or whatever. We could look at that. And then while we wait for that, you want to do
I
our
would have
sponsor.
never pegged him to be a botanist. Like, I can't imagine just going into the Epstein Island. There's this massive green room.
Big
He's like, here,
greenhouse.
I rolled you this. It's going to take one hit. You're going to want to fuck kids. It's so fucking. Oh, fuck.
Well, I
This
think
keeps you from getting caught.
it's probably something that's not even true and that they're trying to propagate, because then that's an out that some of these people can take. Like, oh, I was given this like plant or something.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
passed
remember.
me this joint. I fucking hit it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. Oh, why does everybody look so cute?
Or maybe like they would get him really like banged up from this plant, and then put him in a room, and then like the person was like all intoxicated, and then they sent in a bunch of kids and took pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
dude.
Yeah, so the files have drawn attention to many different plants that he's been growing, but specifically the one you're talking about is the angel's trumpet, which is known
Anal
to
trumpet.
contain highly toxic substances.
What does it have in it, Dom? Does it say the specific substance that's derived from the?
It contains dangerous tropine alkaloids.
Okay. Anyway, on that note, talking about drinking, if you guys are ever in the Lower East Side of Manhattan or in New York City in general, you got to come down to Izakaya Juraku. So an izakaya is like a friendly Japanese bar where they serve little tapas, little small plates of food, and they also do sake and beer. And our sponsor, Izakaya Juraku, gave us some Asahis and a little bit of sake today. Ryan, would you like a
Yeah.
beer? Would you like an
I
Asahi?
love a brew. Yeah, absolutely.
Here you go, my brother.
Arigato!
Enjoy, brother.
Oh, arigato gozaimasu.
Hey.
So, when was the last time you've been to Izakaya Juraku?
I don't know, maybe like a month ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been super busy lately. It's
Yeah,
been awesome
dude,
every time we
they're
go in
crazy.
there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta
Well,
check it out.
We've been promoting them pretty well, it's thanks to us. So
Okay,
it's
what's
been
the
pretty good.
go-to item on the menu?
The
Shake
shake
fries.
Okay.
Yeah, they have wasabi fries in like a shake powder, and you shake them up, and you can eat them from like the bag. It's pretty good.
But they also have this thing called taco wasa, which at first looks like a thing of snot. It's octopus in like the bottom of a cup, and you're like, ew, gross. And then you eat it the first time, and you're like, and then like, I don't know, the first time I ever had sushi, I was like, ew, this is gross. But then like a couple weeks later, I'm like, I think I want to have that stuff again. It's like one of those things. So taco wasabi is like, they have like little like octopus tentacles, and then they put like wasabi in it. It's just this, I don't know. Have you had it before?
yeah, it's really good.
I love it.
Takoyaki?
Yeah.
Is it so-
Takoyaki is
They have that
that's
too. Yeah,
that's
Okay.
octopus in the ball in the batter.
yeah.
That's pretty
Ah,
good
I
too.
like that
They
one.
got
octopus
that.
balls.
I don't know what they got really good karage.
Yeah.
Fried chicken,
And they have a
Japanese
butter
fried chicken.
ramen that is good.
Oh,
If
okay.
you want to eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go over there and you tell them that you were on the
Tell 'em
podcast.
ChrisTos sent me.
Yeah, if the owner is there, yeah, you'll be okay.
I was supposed to live in Japan prior to the pandemic. Like I was supposed to move out there in April, and then the world shut down in March.
Oh shit!
And there went my dream to live in Japan.
To do comedy in Japan? Or
No,
what
I was
was
gonna
what
work.
was the plan?
I also like film stuff and edit, and I was supposed to work as like a media manager for a chain of strip clubs.
Ooh,
that'd be fun.
that's a seedy business. In
How'd
Japan.
you
It
get-
is. It is.
How did you get hooked up with that job?
Through this businessman that I shot some promotional stuff for. My uncle was his attorney, and he owned like 7 different strip clubs in Tokyo and around Japan.
Wow.
So he was looking to open up some new ones, and he wanted to make them kind of cool and trendy, and he wanted me to do some media work. So I went with him on 2 different trips to Japan, once to Tokyo and the other time to Osaka. And he was looking for properties and talking to the mob, meeting with the Yakuza, and trying to just find a new location for his
cool.
business. And it would have been an American strip club. He was going to bring girls from America, like OnlyFans girls, to Tokyo. So it'd be like an all-American lineup of girls. And
He was human trafficking.
he was just, yeah, I mean, like,
He was like, I was
It was
disappointed
Epstein.
about this job.
Was this guy Japanese American?
No, he was
or was
white.
He,
He was
was
a
white.
white
Oh,
dude?
even
Yeah.
worse. Tell him to stay the fuck out.
yeah, but he'd been in Japan since the 90s, so he kind of knew the lay of the land.
Oh yeah,
he
that's
could speak
good.
Japanese.
So did you get to meet with any of the Yakuza guys?
I mean, we went to a meeting at this place called Club Owl in Osaka, and then we went upstairs to like meet with the big bosses.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we like played hardball with them. We walked out on the meeting with them. Like,
Wow.
yeah, the
This
boss
guy's
was like-
gangster.
yeah, he was like,
Whoa.
no, you don't want to meet our terms. Like, boom, like closed the fucking briefcase and walked out. It was like some shit out of a movie. I was like,
I
okay.
like the Jared Leto
can
movie.
Can I stay? I wanted to stay.
You're like,
and,
I'll work with you guys.
Yeah, dude.
You were hanging
Can
out
I get
with
some
Jared
tattoos and a
I-
penis pearl?
It might not have been Owl Club. It was a different club.
Leto? Yeah,
We-
don't name the club.
No.
You don't wanna
Owl
be
was
fucking
a
murdered.
different one, but this one we ended up like getting bottle service there and watching a rap concert, Gin Dog.
Oh,
Rap
Gin
concert.
Dog.
It was
Yeah.
pretty sick. And but yeah, that was like a Yakuza owned club because I know this because like that's the first time I've seen people like smoking weed in Japan. And these
Oh.
guys were like tatted down. They were
Right.
blazing. Like it was no big thing because it is a big
It's
thing.
super
over there.
illegal there. They'll throw you in jail, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, these guys must be some hitters. Like
Mm.
face tats in Japan,
Yeah.
Japanese dudes. Like
Yeah,
oh,
having
fuck.
tattoos, period, in Japan is
Period.
like a big deal, let alone face tat.
Yeah, I didn't
Wow.
expect that. And blazing weed openly, and then we were hanging out with girls who were like escorts, like American escorts living in Japan,
Right.
And they knew where to get everything.
Right.
They're like, this is where I take my Johns. I like give them coke. I give them lap dances, and again, their dick is soft because of the coke. And I take them here for hours on end and just milk them for money. And it'd be like a steakhouse with like a bunch of secret rooms in the back. They take us
Wow.
all these kind of seedy places, and I was just kind of a fly on the wall. Just like, okay, I'll go with you guys, whatever. And I just saw this other world that you wouldn't see, on the surface.
Dude,
I
it
don't
sounds like
understand
that sounds like a major missed opportunity.
Is
Yeah.
it though?
No, because I ended up like staying whatever. I threw a shit ton of comedy shows during the pandemic. I kind of like relaunched my comedy career, and for the better. I met my girlfriend, and things are way better. But if I went to the pandemic never happened, I moved to Japan. Who knows what kind of person I would be?
The only thing that would stay the same is the mustache, I think.
the stash would
Yeah,
be here.
that
I'd
would be the
rockin'
only thing.
strong.
You'd have
Dude,
some
but I
little
got-
Japanese kids with mustaches running
Yeah.
around.
Oh, for sure. I would
Little
have some
neck
Japanese
tattoos,
kids. Yeah.
smoking weed in Japan.
What are
going,
they-
"Ore!"
Little badass kids, little Balkan
Hold
Japanese
it!
kids, wearing kimonos with a blockhead.
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
imagine.
crazy.
All right,
Oh.
so at this point in the Close the Door Behind You podcast, it is time for the lightning round. So, Ryan, on the lightning round on the Close the Door Behind You podcast, we ask the same questions to all of our guests. I'm going to start it off. Ryan Radusinovic, you find yourself in an unfortunate situation. You land yourself in jail. Who is your first phone call?
Dude, my uncle, who's an attorney for sure.
Nice.
Although I've been to jail before, and that was not my first phone call. I went to jail and I called my friends because I was like 20 years old at this time. I had a house party. Cops came, banged on the door. I didn't fucking answer it. They came back and were trying to kick the door down. I answered it. They put me in cuffs immediately, took me to jail, and I called my friends. I was like, dude, pick me up from jail.
This was in Los Angeles?
In L.A., yeah.
Wow.
They released me 4 hours later. And
Why did they arrest you, though? You were in your own
I got
house.
arrested at my own house party, taken
Huh.
to jail. I came back. People were still partying at my house 4 hours
Wait,
later.
so what did you do to warrant the arrest?
Here's what happened.
Yeah, like he's like, I don't know what happened. They just
Listen,
put me in
didn't
cuffs.
answer. I didn't answer the fucking door the first time. The second time they come in, they're knocking even harder. All my friends line up, pull their pants down, stick their butt cheeks to the front window, and are mooning the cops.
Yeah, these are great friends.
And the cops
dude.
fucking boo. They fucking start kicking the door down. They grab me. They're like, this is your house? I'm like, yeah, it's my uncle's house. They fucking put me in cuffs immediately, dude. And I've never been in handcuffs before. And I'm fucking double jointed, so I did the arm thing.
Oh, you
I was
slipped the
cuffs?
cuffs?
I fucking put the arms over my head.
Oh,
Dude,
no,
yeah,
they did not like
they did
that.
not like that. They pulled the tasers.
They tased you?
They pulled the tasers out. They like, put your arms back over your head. I'm like, fuck. I had to put them back. And I had to go to jail like this. It's so much more painful to do it this way.
Oh.
And I thought it would be cute and it would like impress them. Like, oh, this guy's it's a
You're cool.
he's
You
a
can
Harry
go.
Houdini. You can,
Just a series of good decisions.
that's me drunk on Bud Lights at age 20, dude. They took me in for
The best is they're knocking on the door and you're like, if you don't answer, they'll go away.
that's what I thought. I'm like, I got rights.
He doesn't realize that all of his friends have their asses out in the window.
Yeah.
I did it. I kind of saw that. I'm like, fuck. And then they started kicking the door. I'm like, well, fuck. Now I have to answer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to answer to my uncle, which is way scarier.
And he's the lawyer uncle.
No,
Oh.
different uncle, but it's still equally scary. Balkan
Yeah.
uncle, fucking
Yeah.
on vacation, and then he found out, but he actually was proud of me. He was like, "Yeah, my nephew threw a party to get laid. Good." I'm like,
He's
"I
like-
didn't get laid in the way you wanted. I had to go to a jail cell and give a guy a hand job."
Yeah,
It
our
was-
great grandmother's urn is broken, but I'm proud of you.
I went to a couple parties in California, and they broke the party up via helicopter. Does that happen in
Ooh.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, that does. Like warehouse parties, like urban areas, they'll bring the chopper out for a party like
This
that.
was in like suburbia in San Diego, and we were like,
shit.
"What is going on?"
Yeah, I lived in the suburbs where they were always. I think like at some one year they just bought a helicopter for the police department, and they would just use it all the time for no
Yeah,
reason.
right.
Like I had helicopters called on me and my friends constantly.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was weird. And
They need an excuse to get that baby in the
right,
air.
they're like, oh, is there some? They're like, oh, it looks like there's someone like hanging around the ice cream store after it closed, and they're like, send the fucking helicopter.
Get in the chopper.
Yeah, dude, and like
They got
when
to
you-
justify next year's budget.
Yeah, it was crazy. I probably was single-handedly responsible for half of the tax increases that we had. It was insane. And you're a teenager, you're smoking weed, and you're like, is that a helicopter?
This is some really strong weed.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Is that there for me? What the fuck? Why is he circling?
But then they shine the light on you, and you're like, that was for me. Yeah.
All right, next question.
What is one life hack that you know that you think more people should know about?
Oh goodness. A life hack that people should know. Probably like when you need to light a fire, there's a lot of flammable things that are just readily available. Like I'm like I consider myself a master of making fire.
So a pyromaniac?
Yeah, you could call
It's
me a
important.
pyro, but there's so many things that are easily flammable that people just don't know about. They just
Tell the kids
yeah.
at home. What can
yeah,
they
Yeah, what kind of things can
dryer
you use?
lint.
Dryer lint? Okay,
Take
that's
that
good.
dryer lint. That motherfucker will light up super quick. Yeah, you
Oh.
use that. You take that camping, make it into a ball. Because I see people spending all this money on firewood and,
Yes.
and like gas and
The
and
special
lighter
lighters, like
fluid,
dipped and
special
stuff.
light. You
Yep.
don't need all that. Dude.
Yeah.
You just need a match.
What are some
if
other things?
that.
Because I'm
A
actually
flint,
going up
really.
I'm going up to the mountains tonight. So tell me, and I'm always up there, literally doing I go to these houses that I like rent, and I'm like, how am I gonna light a fire? I'm like grabbing like magazines and like
Yeah, don't use that. Don't burn chemicals. Like, don't inhale all that fucking ink
don't
in
kick,
the paper.
don't cook like steak over like a
Over-
bunch of burned magazines.
No,
That's not
fuck
good for
no.
you.
That's
That's
really bad. Yeah. Aren't you
Hobo
a
shit.
fucking doctor, dude?
Yeah, right. God,
What?
you-
As I'm doing it, I'm like, this is probably not good.
Yeah, he's over there. He's like, oh, all I could find was this lead paint bucket. Maybe this will light on fire.
Lit a gas can on fire.
Oh, look, asbestos. Throw that in there.
So what else is flammable? What else can?
Flammable. You know, in California we have palm trees everywhere, so those big palm fronds, super flammable.
Okay.
They're great because I go to the beach and I see like all these morons struggling to make fire. I'm like, bro, the palm frond is right
Right.
there. Throw it on the fire, fucking light under it. That shit will be
And it's
blazed
super
up in a
dry
second.
there
Super
on
dry.
the West Coast, huh?
Yeah, here
Cool.
it's wet. You know, moisture is like the enemy of fire. It's super hard if your wood is moist.
Are you do you have a personal carry and you have a flint
Like
on
a
it?
flint, not on me right now,
Right.
but
You're not like CIA.
but at home I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
Cool.
keep that thing
Okay,
on me.
what? All right, so let's say I'm a 6 or 7-year-old child and I want to play with fire at home. Walk me through what I should do.
I mean, if you don't have matches or a lighter, you could go to the stove and light something on fire, and then go take that flame outside and whatever, burn your fucking GI Joes. Make a fire outside. First, you got to make the teepee. It's shaped like a teepee. You stuff dryer lint, dry paper, whatever you can find that's dry brush, and then you take your flint and you fucking shoot that little spark onto it. It ignites. You've got your teepee of wood or cardboard or whatever hobo fucking fire you're making.
Right.
If you're a kid who just wants to burn shit.
Right.
You fucking set that fire
That's a big
off.
problem out where you live, huh?
Where-
Fucking around with fire.
Fucking around with
in
fire.
Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
mostly hobos like burning shit down. We've got like brush fires on the side of the freeway. You'll just be driving home like, what the fuck? It's fucking backdraft on the side of the 101. It's crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, they start the fires and fucking it spreads, and it's always somebody cooking with like a gas stove in the bush somewhere.
What do you think about these fires that just occurred in Los Angeles? Do you
Yeah,
think that they were like intentionally set? There's all this conspiracy once again in regard to those fires.
I don't know. Did those houses have blue rooftops on them? I don't know.
What was
Did you
the
hear
blue-
about the
no,
blue
what's the
rooftop
blue
in
rooftops?
Maui? If
No.
you painted your shit blue, it wouldn't get
It would
hit by
pass
the
you
direct
over?
energy beam
No
that
way.
was causing the fires.
Some
That's-
Passover stuff.
So yes, that's why it
Some
was
like
blue.
Elijah.
Wait, whoa, what?
Okay, something about like the blue houses or the houses that had blue on the roofs who didn't get lit in Maui. There was something about the color blue. But apparently these direct energy beams or direct energy weapons that they were using to set the fires in Maui, possibly in LA, they skipped over certain houses owned by certain people.
Or I mean, is it the
because they were
possibility
indicated.
that they made the metal roofs out of blue metal?
I don't know, but I think people were trying to tie the blue rooftop to the people who didn't get their houses burned. I don't know if there's direct correlation.
What's
but,
the energy beam thing?
The
What's
energy
the point
beam,
of the
that's
energy
another
beam?
thing too. Like if they've got an energy beam that's guided by satellite, I'm sure they just know who they can.
So you're saying
to
that
light
they
on
were
fire.
intentionally setting fires on them with energy beams.
With a direct energy weapon that's somehow satellite controlled.
Wow.
That's the theory. I don't know if I believe that. I think it's just probably a crazy fucking homeless person set a fire and it was really
Right.
windy that week.
yeah.
I think that the official story is probably closer to the truth, but the conspiracy is pretty rad too. That they're like, oh, they got direct energy weapons. They're fucking burning houses down so that they could make a walkable city. They could make one of these 5-minute cities where everything is within close proximity. And of course, where they burn down the Palisades is like right north of Santa Monica. So to extend Santa Monica's urban sprawl and go up north towards Malibu, that's like a no-brainer. They've got all these rich people just holding land. Fuck
Right.
it, just wipe them out and start building condos and multi-units.
Wow.
Financially, that makes sense, but I don't know about if I believe this.
I don't like these
The
little
conspiracy.
like fake like towns that they start building.
I don't like them either.
You know, the
Soulless.
weirdest part about it is that they're building big retirement homes, right? And then they're building all the things to like distract the retired people that they'll spend stupid money on.
Here's a pickleball court.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with that? You know,
Pickleboard,
you seen
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Urgent cares, a lot of urgent cares, a lot of retirement homes, and then they got, oh, here's a Kava, here's a
Starbucks.
Starbucks, here's like a little trinket shop, you know, and like you got dementia and you're like, I'm gonna buy this, and then the next day you buy the same thing again, and that's your social security money just like draining out.
It is interesting, like, if you go to certain parts of the country, like, everywhere you go, all over the country, there's a certain type of suburbia that has a certain type of demographic, and they will have the exact same set of stores, like the Kohl's, the, Starbucks coffee, and, like, it's almost like the big corporations will, like, know exactly who's living there or, like, who's postulated to live there after they develop. And you just see all these, like, I see it like outside of New Jersey, I see it out in places in Florida, I see it in California, all these similar looking landing areas for brick and mortar stores.
Yeah, that's all of America. I think that's what it is. I
Right.
don't know if they do any research on
They
the
do. They
demographic,
all
but I
research.
imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole like development person at every one of those companies that's like, yeah, this is an emerging market,
Yep.
etc. You know?
Yeah, we need to put Raising Cane's right here.
Yeah. Like, that came
young
out of nowhere
people,
too.
right?
Raising Cane's overrated.
Trash,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
It
super
was good
overrated.
when it came out in Louisiana, and then it first expanded to Vegas. Now it's made its nationwide expansion, and I'm sorry, I just can't get behind it.
Yeah,
What is
you're
your-
just like I liked it before it was. Cool
I'm
kinda
pro
guy.
Louisiana businesses, but the owner is just off his rocker, and he's trying to just I don't know, he's a corporate fucking soulless fucking jerk.
Yeah.
I've heard his interviews. He just wants a cookie cutter like make these chicken places all over, and they just I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
So I gotta know. So my
kinda-
question for you
it's kinda
is
soul.
like being that you're from Louisiana, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food is fried chicken.
Okay.
I love
Love it.
jambalaya. That's like a proper Cajun dish.
Right.
Mhm.
But I'm just a fried chicken guy. Like I was there 2 years ago. I ate fried chicken every single day.
So
6
is that a
days in row.
Louisiana thing? Fried chicken?
No, it's like a whole southern thing. But they
Okay.
just make it extra good in Louisiana.
Got
What's
it.
so good about it? Crispier.
It's the crispiness and then the blend of seasonings that they put in the batter.
Hmm.
And just, I don't know, the juicy.
They use
just know
spices
how to
and
make
stuff?
it right.
Like,
Yeah,
they make it really
spice
spicy?
They
Okay.
spice the batter.
So what's the best place if somebody wants to get a Louisiana experience and get fried chicken? Where do they go?
They go to Manchew's in New Orleans.
Okay, so what about
Manchew's
so Manchew's and
fire.
Lord? How about like? By the way, did you go to Skankfest this year?
No, I
down in,
didn't.
in
I was
Louisiana?
I submit every year, and hopefully this will be the year. But yeah, hopefully I could get on it this year because I am like a Louisiana kid at heart.
How about like if you were just to go anywhere? Where's the best place to get fried chicken?
I mean, I don't know the rest of the South like that.
Not even the South. Like, let's say like you have a chain or something you like to go to. Popeyes, Church's, KFC. Like, who's got real chicken?
Who's got? I mean, out of the fast food places,
Yeah.
like Popeyes is like one of the better places.
Got it.
It's pretty solid. It's consistent. But who's got the good fried chicken? There's a place called Gus's Fried Chicken. There's
Wait,
some
is Gus's Fried Chicken in Pasadena?
That's a different place. That's Gus's Barbecue. I think you're thinking
Okay,
of. That
all
place is really good. But there's some good fried chicken places around America. God, there's one. Not Howlin' Ray's. There's a chain that's from New Orleans.
Have you had
I'd have to pull
Japanese
it
fried
up.
chicken before?
Yeah, I have.
It's pretty good,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Mm.
Yeah,
Izakaya Juraku,
I
boys and
like
girls.
Korean fried chicken. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
The double fried chicken in
They got-
LA because we've got so much good Korean food.
Ah,
I go for Korean fried chicken over Southern fried chicken because they just
Really?
don't make it right in LA.
Huh.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, LA doesn't do a lot right, but it doesn't matter. Okay, next question. What do you think happens to you when you die?
You
When I
you
kill
go
you?
to heaven. Yeah, I don't know. I think you go to sleep and then you get judged for your eternity. You know, you either pass through the holy fire and you make it to heaven, or you just get evaporated and you go into the void, into nothingness.
Okay. Follow-up question. It's actually not really related, but it doesn't matter. If you were to talk to somebody like a younger self to like do things over or start from the beginning of building this kind of like Balkan comedy night dynasty, or someone has their own niche that they want to do and build up something like that, what is like, if you could go back, this is the blueprint that you would follow based on all your learnings?
Yeah, I would have started comedy at like 16. Had I been able to do it all over again, because like I didn't even know I could do stand-up comedy. I started out in improv because that's all I knew, like SNL, Mad TV. I would ditch school to watch Mad TV tapings. I'd go down to the studio and watch them, and I thought improv was it. I thought you go from improv to stand-up, but I didn't know stand-up was its own thing.
Right.
Until I was like 23, that's when I started stand-up. But I would have started at 16. I would have started going to mics, having my taking the bus, whatever, taking the metro. I don't think my grandparents would have taken me to LA to go to a mic. But I would have definitely started my stand-up career earlier. So start as soon as you can, because some of the people that I know in LA who started at 16 are fucking incredible now. They're in their 30s. They're headliners. They're touring the country, touring the world. Dave Chappelle's a great example of someone who started super early. But man, I think that's the secret sauce. And then produce your own shows. Make your own shows. Don't wait for fucking people to put you on the lineup. Don't be begging at shows for stage time. Make your own wave. Make your own show, and then you have a bartering chip, and you can trade people, and you can. I didn't produce for my first 6 years, but the last 7 years I've been producing. Shoot, so many more shows, so many more opportunities. Everything came about
That makes sense.
because I put in the work.
Yeah. So, do they tap into a niche? Do they do like a regular thing? Like, what's kind of the benefits you found of tapping into a niche versus like a traditional show?
I mean, I've done them both. Like, I started in the Latino circuit, so I had to do all the Latino shows.
¿Tú hablas español?
Being the un poquito. So I do all the Latino shows, and my whole shtick was like, you know, I'm a white boy, kind of comes from because I went to high school in Downey, which is a very Hispanic area of LA. So that was my angle, but I'm like, man, these aren't the jokes that I want to tell. I want to tell the Balkan jokes.
Right.
I want to tell the stories of my upbringing, my culture, my family, and nobody could really relate to those. So I started my niche, and yeah, if you can find a niche, then just go do it and try to make it viable and take it around the country. I know I helped my friend launch Somali Comedy Night, and we did it in Minneapolis.
And no one showed up on purpose?
I mean, ICE was out there. ICE was out there hunting them down, but we got lucky, man. We were in the no ICE zone in Mall of America. We did it at House of Comedy, and it was cool that they let us do it. And I mean, I hosted it. I'm not Somali, but there's a couple comics on the lineup. There's some funny people, man. So we had a good time. So I try to encourage people to make their own wave and just kind of find their niche and do it themselves. Don't wait for the clubs to call you. Like, just go do it.
Yeah, I wanted to start a Mario Kart show.
That'd be cool.
Right? Where people play Mario Kart, like really good Mario Kart players, and then a panel of comedians just like commentate on the show. Like, I think that would be fun. But we'll see.
I'd watch that. Rainbow Road is the hardest level of all time. I fucking hate that level.
Yeah, it's terrible. The
It's the
N64 one specifically is the
Yeah,
hardest. Yeah,
and GameCube. Yeah,
because they have a bunch of different versions.
Yeah, my parents don't let me watch or play video games.
All right, we get it. Your parents are dead. We know.
Nerd.
So, last question for you, Ryan Rasinovich. I'm Dr. Jud. Do you have any medical questions for me?
Yeah, I've got this lump. Can you take a look at it?
Where is it?
In my asshole.
Mhm.
If I
In the
shit
asshole.
blood like regularly, am I gonna die?
Well, you're definitely gonna die.
Okay.
At some point.
At some point.
You're just not gonna die when you're with me.
Okay, good.
Because I'll resuscitate you.
Good.
If you've got a lump in your asshole, it could be a number of things. It could be a tumor, it could be a hemorrhoid. If you're bleeding from your ass, there is different types of bleeding. So there's bright red blood, and then there's darker blood. So if it's bright red, usually it's coming from distal, meaning it's coming from down the pipe all the way by your asshole and your rectum. And then if it's really dark, then it's usually coming from higher up above, and it's getting partially digested, and that's called melena. So what kind of bleeding are you having? What color is it?
I think it's the brighter one.
The bright one?
two,
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's usually the
It
more
goes
common.
away too. Like
So more than likely, listen,
That's
the most
surface
common
blood.
thing, is,
spicy blood.
you know, when your boyfriend's done having sex,
Okay.
just remind him more lube.
More lube.
And because what's happening is he's probably either creating a fissure or a little bit of a hemorrhoid. So
Oh, okay, I gotta tell my girl. Just
tell
one-
him more lube.
2 fingers, not 3.
Yeah. You're
Correct.
a girl.
You listening? So yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah. Anything you want to plug or where people could find you?
Yeah, add Balkan Comedy Night on Instagram, Facebook, Balkan Comedy Night USA on Facebook. Add me, Ryan.comedian. I need some followers, man. I think I'm like the most successful comic with the least amount of followers. It fucking sucks.
That's great.
I've got like 3,000 followers, and I gotta say, it just doesn't reflect like. I feel like I'm owed followers.
The Balkans aren't following you.
They're
from
not,
the shows?
dude. They don't have Facebook. I gotta send them a fucking a letter with a stamp on it to invite them to the shows.
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah, dude. They're
Jeez.
old fashioned.
Huh.
So follow me, fucking for fuck's
I wonder if there's a
sake.
way
need it.
like that at the shows you can get them to follow you, like you physically get them to take their phones out and follow you.
I tried that already. They
They're
don't
like,
even know
"I
how to
don't
use their
have-"
camera on their phone.
They all have flip phones.
They all just flip phones.
Oh,
They don't
man.
know how to take a picture. God, they're the lowest tech of all the people, man.
They're the best people ever. We're going to see you
They're the
tonight at
best,
the
though.
Balkan
We'll
Comedy
see you
Night.
tonight,
We'll
New
see you
Jersey,
next
baby.
time. Later, Ryan.
Thank you.
for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I feel so stupid. You guys are so.